What's up, YouTube? This is GalacticGod, and I'm coming at you today with a deck profile on the Harpie Lady deck that I used in the most recent duel videos. So if you haven't already checked out that duel video series, I should have a link to it somewhere down here at the bottom of the screen in annotations. So make sure you go check out those rounds, then come on back and see what this Harpie Lady deck is all about. So what I'm going to do first is go ahead and get started on the monsters in the deck. I'm going to go over kind of my card choices, why I picked them, and why certain cards are in here and others are not. First off, we're playing, of course, 3 Harpie Queen. This card is a 1900 beater, 4-star monster, wind attribute, all that kind of good stuff. You can also discard it from your hand to add a copy of the field spell card to your hand. So it's a quick, easy way to get to the graveyard and a quick, easy way to get your field spell card to your hand. When it's in the graveyard or on the field, its name is also treated as Harpie Lady, which works really well with your Elegant Egotist spell card, probably your main summoning card of the Harpie Lady engine. From there, we're playing 3 copies of Cyber Harpie Lady. This card's only effect is really that its name is treated as Harpie Lady. So this will be our 3 copies of the Harpie Lady in the deck. We're not using Harpie Lady number 1, 2, or 3, or just generic standard Harpie Lady. I didn't try and go for any kind of combination or anything like that. I think that just the 1800 beat stick works probably best in the deck. Helps get around a lot of threats that could be out there, and then once the field spelled out, it becomes a 2000 beater, so that's really good. Plus, I just wanted to go with a good, strong aspect of the deck. From there, we have 1 Silpheed and 1 Mist Valley Soldier. Mist Valley Soldier is in here because it is a strong kind of beater at 1700. And it's a 4-star wing beast tuner monster too, which is really good. It'll help with later plays I'll get to. And this, of course, is you remove 1 wind monster, you can special summon it out to level 4, so it's great for synchroing, great for exceed summoning, all that kind of wonderful stuff to get that extra special summon out. We're playing a total of 8 wind attributes, and that's going to become important in just a second. We also got 2 copies of Summoner Monk, 1 Gale, and then 1 Zephyros the Elite. These are the only 2 Blackwings we're playing. These are in there because they're dark and they are a winged beast, which helps us with our engine. And it's a good target for Summoner Monk, all that kind of good stuff. Rounding up our dark monsters, we have Malefic, Cyber End, and Malefic Stardust Dragon. Sometimes I'm really hoping just to have 2 Malefic Cyber Ends. I think I might switch, and then a time comes up when I need the Malefic Stardust Dragon, and I'm happy that it's there. So I've decided to kind of keep 1 of each in there just so I have a little bit of the option. Typically, I tend to lean more towards having the Malefic Cyber Ends just because it's a real strong beater, a real game ender. Definitely could be a win condition kind of card. That rounds up our dark monsters. We have 8 of them in there as well, and that's because we're playing 1 copy of Dark Simorgh. This is in there as one of your other possible win conditions of the deck. Essentially, what you want to go for is getting Dark Simorgh out or Cyber End, or you can do some sort of crazy synchro summoning or crazy exceed summoning with your spell cards, Elegant Egotist, and your Cyber Harpie Ladies and your Harpie Queens and stuff like that. Or you can go right into special summoning out Mist Valley Soldier with your Summoner Monk, thus thing allowing you to get a level 8 synchro on the board or a rank 4 exceed. Then you have a wind and a dark in the graveyard. You can then go right into your Dark Simorgh. Very easy, good, quick little combos. And that's kind of round up the monster count. So for the spells, we're playing 3 copies of the field spell card, Harpie's Hunting Ground, 3 copies of Elegant Egotist. Sometimes I kind of wish I'm only playing with 2, it can be dead draw every so often, but the Summoner Monk kind of helps mitigate the problem of drawing into either the field spell card or the Elegant Egotist when you don't need them, when you don't have the Cyber Harpies left in your deck or anything like that. From there, we have 3 copies of Pot of Duality, trying to add some consistency to our draws. If we need a special summon and we have one of these in hand, we can always ditch it for Summoner Monk. Same thing can hold true for our 3 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon. We also got Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Mind Control for all the synchro summoning and exceed plays, and of course Monster Reborn to round up our spell count. Okay, for traps, we have 2 copies of Solemn Warning, 2 copies of Torrential, 2 copies of Fiendish Chain, 2 copies of Icarus Attack. Works good with your Harpie Ladies, any of them, Harpie Queen, your 2 Blackwing monsters, even Dark Simorgh if you need to. Really kind of cool card. Everyone knows what Icarus Attack is, what it does. Also taking on 1 copy of Starlight Road, playing field spell cards, so Anytime they go to Heavy Storm, we might have this one for the back row and our field spell out. Plus with 2 Torrentials, Dark Hole, all that kind of monster destruction. Sometimes it can come in quite handy. So that's going to round up the traps. So for the extra deck, we're playing 2 copies of Stardust Dragon. We have 2 in there because we have Malefic Stardust and we have Starlight Road. Plus we have easy access to it with synchroing with our Mist Valley Soldier and Summoner Monk. So I didn't want to play less than 2 because we have so many options going into Stardust. I didn't want to have to get a dead option at some point. I wanted to have to go into Stardust early on with Summoner Monk and Mist Valley Soldier, and then played Malefic Stardust, and draw into Starlight Road, and it's just like a really dead card in your hand. From there we also have Scrap Dragon. We have for rank level 7, we have Blackwing Armored Master. Just really good, strong, beat stick at 25, plus can't be destroyed by battle. It's just really good option if you can get both Zephyros and Gale out there. It makes for strong play. We also have Black Rose Dragon, Ancient Fairy Dragon, Brionac for rounding up our Synchro monsters. From there we have our 1 Cyber End Dragon, just to ditch for Malefic Cyber End. And for Exceeds we have 2 number 39 Utopias, number C39 Utopia Ray, which is kind of cool. It's not so hard to make in this deck. Of course, we have Mind Control to snatch over their Utopia, bring him out. Plus, I was even able to bring this out on the camera for you guys in the latest duel video. Rounding up the rest of our rank 4s, we got the new Maestroke, the Symphony Djinn. Trying him out. I'm actually kind of liking him. He's a good alternative to, number 39, Utopia when, you don't need to go for that beat stick when you need to kind of make a better defense for yourself and kind of help stall out until you get the answers that you need. Rounding up the Exceeds, we got Wind-Up Zenmaines, Leviair, and then Leviathan Dragon. And these are just in there in case I'm Monster Reborn or Mind Control over one of their level 3s, and bring out Gale or something to form a rank 3. A little sacky, doesn't really happen that often, but having the options in there is always kind of nice. And that's going to round up the extra deck. Okay, there you have it, YouTube. This is the Harpie Lady deck that I used in my most recent duel videos. In the comment section below, remember to let me know what you think of the deck, how you think it did in the duels, what you would do to improve it, what cards you liked in the deck that I put in, what cards you would take away, what cards you think need to go in that I didn't use. Any kind of constructive criticism is always kind of welcomed. And I guess that's it for now. This is GalacticGod.